Hello and welcome back to the second half. Well, I say second half. This is going to be the longer half of the stream because we finished ever so slightly early to the end of Heavenly Sword, which I've been playing the last couple of weeks. But now we are moving on to my October horror game for this year. I think I might make it. I didn't do it the last couple of years I've streamed, but I think it's probably worth doing just for the theme. Just do a horror game through October. And the one I've chosen, as you may have already seen, is Haunting Ground from 2005 on the PS2. Now, this game started off life as Resident Evil 4. It was the second time they tried to do Resident Evil 4. The first one was too action heavy, too over the top, but Shinji Mikami loved it so much he told the team to turn it into its own game, and that became Devil May Cry. The second one centered around Leon Kennedy. Again, all of them centered around Leon. Actually, no, the first one was a whole new character. But yeah, this one they went back to Leon, and the idea was he was rescuing this woman from a spooky castle where the zombies and things were coming out of the woodwork and causing their usual problems. But the gimmick for the game was there was a dog that would actually work with Leon. The dog could attack enemies, slow them down, and also get to places that Leon couldn't. Now, again, this was showcased to the execs at Capcom, and they didn't feel it worked for Resident Evil. They didn't like the fact it was set entirely in a castle. However, they liked the gameplay with the dog, and they again said turn it into its own game. Because considering how much it costs to make games, usually if you've got something that's working, and if it's good enough, even if it's not good enough, it's often still worth just putting through the work to get something finished to release. Because at least if they release it and get some money back for it, they get something through. Cancelling a game means that every penny that they've put into the project is thrown away. Which is one of the reasons why projects that are nearly complete getting cancelled. Full Throttle 2, for example, a sequel to the LucasArts point-and-click adventure game from the 90s. There was a sequel that was made. And LucasArts then decided to cancel it. It was complete. It was done. And that's when Telltale Games started, because the people who'd worked on the game saw the game that they'd produced, that they were proud of, just get thrown into a bin, basically. And they went off to build their own team, and look what happened there. But yeah, after the execs decided that the new concept in the castle with the dog wasn't going to work as a Resident Evil game, they decided to completely rework it into a new game that was called Demento in Japan. Sorry, Demento. Felt like I mispronounced it there. And then got called Haunted Ground for the rest of the world. And this game, now hopefully it should pick up. Takes a moment. I mean, the screen's blank anyway. Just give it a moment to pick up the screen. But yeah, this game did kind of okay. They had to rework quite a few things, complete new set of characters, complete new set of stories. But I've seen a lot of people saying that this game is a really good psychological horror. Because you play a young girl, I think her name's Fiona. It's been a long while since I played it. And she runs into a dog called Huey. And yeah, she has to try and survive in this place that's really weird. I mean, it's weird right from the outset. But yeah, let's there we go. Hopefully, is that going to be too loud? Yes, that will be. Okay. Right. Okay, that should fix the volume issue. Right, now, I did play this back in the day a bit, but I never got particularly far. I think I got past the first chase scene with oh god, I can't remember the guy's name. He's the big dumb guy. He appears very early on in the game. Oh, get through that. And yeah, that's about as far as I got. So I've not seen a whole lot of this game. So that looks good. Yes. So this is definitely going to be an interesting one. It is meant to be quiet here. Not at all suggestive, is it? Yes. Nice and creepy, isn't it? Now, one of the things I really like about the European version is the fact that it's got a progressive scan mode, which the American version doesn't. I'm just going to double check a few things. Just keep the audio like that. Thought I heard something behind me. Okay. Double checking the controls. Yeah, just keep them as a default for now, I think. Right. But yeah, let's make a start. Ooh. Hair and all. Yeah, her day could be going a lot better. So who unlocked that? Yeah, literally all she's got is that cloth. I'm a bit suspicious it's so clean. Yeah, I don't think everyone's morning starts like this, but
Huey.
Yeah. Yeah, they were really confident with their cloth simulation there, because having the slow-mo camera view with the cloth full in view. I mean, granted, it's her ass in full view. So, yes, here we are. Hopefully it's coming through quite nicely. But yeah, this has the general brown grime of games of the era. You kind of have to forgive the game. Now, I can't remember. I don't think we can interact with these just yet. As you can see, she's tied the cloth, so it's giving her at least a modicum of modesty. Oh, that music. Very atmospheric. Yeah, it's unfortunate with my knowledge of gaming graphics that I can see all the imperfections and everything. I can't seem to interact with that plant. The door is blocked by that wooden box. There's got to be something I can do. Well, considering it's a fence-like gate, perhaps you could stick your foot through and kick it. Am I overthinking things? And there's this hole down here. She could probably crawl through that. Far too small for me. No, that is not too small for you. You need to get on your belly and slide through probably, but that's probably one of the areas the dog can get through. Now, Kratos would kick the gate in. Now, there's a bit of crawling moire effects coming through on here. I think they were in the original graphics. And raising the resolution would eliminate it. Actually, it's less visible on the stream. Ah, yeah, the unbreakable, fallen apart wooden barrier when Kratos quite happily smashes through solid rock. See if we can get in here. I saw something sparkly. Yes, there's something sparkly. What do we have? What's this? Chamomile. Okay. Let's see. Chamomile. Type of herb completely restores lost stamina. Okay then. Yes, we're all here for sparkly. Or as the crow says in Dark Souls, give sparkly me, give twinkly me. Oh, some people were creeped out like that, others found it utterly adorable. I believe my wife is the latter. Right, I think that's everything down here, so only way to go is up the stairs. I do have a vague memory of what to do. Yeah, I have no doubts at all that this evening we're going to get past where I got to originally back in the day. I started playing it and then got distracted by other games. Okay. I can't interact with these. Definitely, I think she kicks them. But, yeah, she's not going to do that barefoot. And what kind of room's on the other side? I can see the light flicker from candles inside, but it's too dark to see anything. I get the impression it's trying to tell me to go up the stairs again, but I'm refusing to go up, because I want to see what else is here. What kind of room's on the same thing as the other one? Hopefully. No, can't interact with the plants. One thing I've always been amazed by with the PS2 is the number of games that have textures that are higher resolution than what it can actually display. bolted shut from the other side. Okay, not going to be able to open this. Because with some of the playing around I've done with the emulator, getting things running at high resolution, the number of textures that actually look really good at high resolution, really detailed, is amazing. And they're the kind of textures that you'd never get to see on original hardware. I mean, it just baffles the mind that they'd put that much detail into something that was never going to be seen. Right. So the last area out here is up here, which just leads this one place. And if I remember correctly, this does have seamless loading. So literally just open the door and wander in. Can't just walk around all day holding these sheets around me. Call me old-fashioned, but I would prefer a normal set of clothes to these bed sheets. Okay, right, so we need to get some clothes. Okay. Is that what you're going to say at everything? Oh. Cutscene. Creepy smile.
I've gathered some clothes for you.
Creepy intonation. Creepy movements.
Wait.
That mark on her shoulder.
Excuse me, but where are we? And how did I get here? Yes, Master. We will keep her here for a while. I will make sure she stays comfortable.
I love the facial animation. And she's gone. Something I just thought, someone has probably done a mod for this game that removes that towel or that bed sheet. It's probably, to be honest, you could probably do it just a texture replacement. As to how much would be modelled under there, and considering it's not transparent, I don't think there would be much visible. Anyway, right, let's put the clothes on. There's a change of clothes that maid apparently laid out. Change clothes. Yeah, because she doesn't want to run around wearing a bed sheet. Yeah, someone's watching. Yeah, she's got a weird mark on her shoulder. That's gonna have some kind of meaning later on, I think. Yep, somebody watched that whole thing. Is it weird that they somehow already had a set of clothes her size? And I'm confused as to why she put the choker on.
Wait a minute. I remember being in the car with...
That worked, but now what do you mean that worked? If I could just find a map of this place, then I could get my bearings. Okay. Right, additional actions. You're now to perform the additional new actions. Kick and throw. Okay, use to smash certain background objects or to stun enemies. And throw some objects after equipping them or place them down on the ground. Okay. Crouch and backstep. Yeah, it's a very odd outfit. I mean, it kind of adds to the whole weirdness, and you understand there's something not right here. Okay, I'm probably going to forget most of these controls. Yeah, controls info dump, so no real tutorial, unfortunately. Yeah, push objects, charge. After running for a few seconds, you can tackle an enemy. If you're able to hit the enemy with this move, you can shove them out of your way, but you will lose a large amount of stamina in the process. Okay, right. Okay, so she can kick. Right, that's the charge. The backstep. Right, so you can't move while crouched. Okay. And I just remembered, one of the hidden outfits in the game is a frog outfit. And when you get her to crouch, she actually squats like a frog and will make ribbit noises. Right. What a powerful piece of art. It actually reminds me of Vigo from Ghostbusters 2. It could be they went for a very similar aesthetic to it. Same sort of colours. The eyes really feel like they're peering deep into one's soul. Yeah, that's definitely a reference to Vigo. Fire burns, emitting a red glow. The room is heated to a comfortable temperature. Okay. Right, I don't want to go out there just yet. Actually, I wonder, can I... Yes, I can close the door. Right, let's see what else is here. Freshly starched and pressed sheets and bed covers now line the bed. Oh, come on, Fiona. It's not like you're going to find the boogeyman under there. I think that's the first reference to her name as well. Whose portrait this is? That feels like it's a lower resolution texture than the other one. Funny considering what I said earlier about the textures, some textures being really high res. I mean, the ground and wall is an example. I mean, from a distance they look fantastic, but not many cameras get up close. Okay, a chest used to store clothes. Okay, not much there. The sun is starting to set, and with it come night. Yes. Can't seem to kick that one. That is a very short skirt. Look at the clock. Clock etches moments in time. Oh, okay. So that's how you save. Actually, I just remembered I've got unique memory cards for every game. So I might as well save to memory card 1 rather than 2 all the time. Okay, formatting memory and Castle Suite. Okay, right. What else can we find? A pair of scales lying here. Looks like their purpose is more one of decoration than that of actually weighing things. I think that might be a lock for something. Let's Is that a radio on here? No, can't interact with that. TV here. Hope this TV works. Okay, the TV works, but no signal. It's over here. Birdcage. Right now, there's nothing in it. Okay, creepy doll. Antique doll lying here. No other comment. And another painting. Man pictured here has a noble air about him. Wonder how long ago this painting was painted. Okay. Right, I have a feeling all three paintings are the same guy at different stages of his life. So that one was the youngest, this is the middle-aged one, and this would be the older one. Either that or they're brothers, all taken around the same time. Now, I could go on that way, but I'm going to head back out because there's a whole load of boxes and item containers that I want to see what the contents of are. Okay. So there's one here. What's this? Magnesia. Okay. Created by polishing extracted magnesium ore. Polishing magnesium ore. This item is used by setting it on the ground. If an enemy runs over magnesia, it'll explode and do damage. Hell yes, I'm equipping that. Okay. There weren't any others back or the other ways, so there's just the ones up here. There's three of them, I think. Medallion. Okay. That's weird. Okay, that is not... and it might just be how small the view is on my view, but on the left-hand side of that box, there's a pink pixel, and one of them has just turned red. I don't know if that's actually visible on the on the stream. I'll have to see if I can get a zoomed-in version of that when I do the VOD, just to make that a little more visible. And that's everything I can do out here, I think. Oh, the door's still open. Oh yeah, because there's manual door closing in this. Right. There are reasons to leave the doors open. In case you need to sprint back through them. Okay. The lighting is dim, making it hard to see, but I can ever so faintly make out the shape of a building in the distance. So we're going deeper into the building. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to head in here before we go further. Wait, out here. That's not good. Oh. Okay, weird screen effect. Right, right, I don't seem to have a a status meter. So right, I have a feeling what's through there may be where the game continues. Although this way could be as well. Some more paintings. Let's see if we can have a look at these. painting. Quite low res. Several people appear to be clasping their hands in prayer. If I'm honest, that looks more like a party, almost like a depiction of Dionysus. Then again, they might be praying at a Dionysus party. This seems like this and painting hanging next to it make up a set of twin paintings. Okay. There's probably a puzzle involving that somewhere. Right, if I'm right, we should now be back to ground floor level, or first floor if you're in America. Okay, there is a lot from the other side. Right, I was trying to see if I could interact with that stain on the floor. What's that? No, can't interact with that. Ooh, item. Antimony powder. And that actually reminds me, I picked up, what was it, a medallion? A metal used during the alchemic refining process, your basic run-of-the-mill alchemical component. Okay. Antimony powder. A hardened clump of antimony powder. Throw it and it explodes on impact. Its attack power is weak, but it can stun enemies for a short period of time. Okay. Oh, I just accidentally put down the item I was carrying. Done it. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, for any areas I haven't been in yet, I am going to walk slowly because I want to be careful. If it's an area that I have been through, I will run just to speed things up a bit. Right. Right, don't look at the blood. Don't look at the blood. Because she's going to get unnerved by it. Right. Got this door here. That's locked. Locked from the other side. Okay, bit railroady at the moment. Yes, that's an in-joke between me and my wife, that one. Can you hear that? I can hear the creaking of something like a door or a hinge, and a dog panting. Can't interact with that. There? Okay, what have we got in here? Old scholarly masterpieces fill up the shelves. It's almost as if someone has been doing some research here. Okay, that pile of books, that is no way to treat them, especially because that's on the floor. Not to state the obvious, but this is clearly the castle study. Oh, I like the sarcasm. Massive book stands tall. Looks quite old, perhaps it's an antique. You gonna read it? The script looks almost Latin in nature, but unfortunately it's all Greek to me. Oh, that's painful. Oh, what's this? Lavender. Slowly reduces panic. Okay. Right, so what do we have here? There is something scribbled on the board. Luminescence. Tiny creatures that respond to the ethereal energies given off by Azoth. Azoth. They can be used to help track down nearby Azoth. However, several precautions must be taken while handling them. Once luminescents come into direct contact with an Azoth-infused item or being, they send forth a small charge which shocks the carrier. The higher the concentration of Azoth in said carrier, the greater or more powerful the shock. Okay. Luminescence lifespan is dramatically decreased whenever they come into direct contact with the open air. This time differs from specimen to specimen, but is never much longer than a few minutes. Luminescence. I have no clue what any of this means. Hopefully that'll be explained if it's relevant. Whether it's relevant or not. Okay. What's under here? Desk is locked. Thank you, Nightbot. Can hear that dog panting again. Strange, can't hear it in that room. Uh-oh. It's the big guy. Maybe he was the one panting we had a moment ago? Right, running away. Oh. What should I do? If I don't do something, that thing will get me. Evasion points. Okay. Circle button will appear near closets or beds to hide and escape enemies that are pursuing you. While hiding, Fiona's stamina recovers at an accelerated rate and her panic decreases at an accelerated rate. You could have combined that. Also, pressing 0 once more while hiding will exit the evasion point at any time. If you approach a possible evasion point while being pursued by an enemy, the words "wait a second, what's that?" will be displayed. This is a hint that means there is an evasion point nearby. However, be warned that if you repeatedly hide in the same location over and over again, the enemy will soon catch wind of your hiding spot. Okay, right. I can't move the camera around. Right. Oh, it said the coast is clear. Okay, right. Come on. Walk into that thing, please. Right, I'm not going to be able to use the Oh, the bed again. If he steps in there, he finds her. Okay, the camera changes are a nightmare. Every time the camera switches, I've got to reorientate myself. Okay, this doesn't look good. Okay. Well, I'm in here.
It's not a computer, that's for sure. It has alphabetic keys, though.
Yes, it's called a typewriter. Okay. The only hiding spot I've got is the bed. I think. There may have been somewhere, I'm not sure. I'm just going to wait here a moment. Okay. So the question would be, has he buggered off? I can't hear him. Be nice if he has. Okay, definitely seems so. Right. Yeah, I can hear the creaking, but not the breathing this time. Okay. Obtained the bisque doll. Debilitas. Okay, how do we already know his name? Debilitas' favourite plaything. It is coated with caked hors and gives on quite a pungent odour. Delightful. Nothing unusual. I can see blood on that. Right, should be able to push this out of the way. Actually, I just want to have a look in that room again. Ah, there's the creaking. That's one of the chandeliers. Just about to see that. Also that painting as well, see if we can interact with that. A woman with wings protruding from her back. So, an angel? Right. It's completely ruined. What could have happened here? Maybe the big guy? Debilitas tried swinging from it? Oh no, that's just part of the light fixture that's fallen. Right. Okay, this looks like a lab. I'm going to close the door. A lab or a kitchen? Fortunately, they didn't have anything in there. Okay, what's cooking? Such tremendous heat. With heat like this, I'm sure it's used for refining. Okay, right, so there's going to be refining in this game. This, some kind of file. Old parchment. A deciphering of the Book of Origins, Seferu Yetira, has uncovered the process for creating life from earth soil. So, homunculi. Or, golems. Yep, golem, literally on the next line. This golem needs not nourishment nor sleep, making this earthen guardian the ultimate safekeeper of our deepest alchemic secrets and knowledge. I dub this creature Emeth. Emeth. As in electronic meth. I was thinking from it, maybe that was Debilitas, but maybe not. Oh! There it is. A huge doll made from earth blocks the door. There is a slot-shaped hole in its chest. I thought that was a mouth. What kind of equipment is this? It looks old, but someone has taken painstakingly good care of it. Okay. Right, I think I need to get past the golem, but I don't think I have what I need. Right, I wonder if there's something I missed back in the study. Is there anything on this box? There's just a smear of blood underneath it. Right. I don't see anything sparkly in here. I already read that. Now there's an item on here. I wonder if there's an extra interaction. Various formula and computations have been scribbled on the desk. This goes way beyond something you would learn at college level. No, couldn't interact with that. Okay. Let's try this door again. I think that was locked before. Locked from the other side. Okay. I seem to recall there being some encounter where Debilitas is chasing her and another character stops him. No. Okay. Nothing else back this way either. Okay. Right, so the only place I haven't checked again is outside. Because we haven't run into the dog yet. And the dog is an important gameplay feature, so let's just close all the doors on my way through. Actually, while I'm going past, I'm going to save. I'll leave that door open because we're probably going to be coming back through there. Actually, I said I was going to close the doors on my way through, so I'm going to do that. Right, let's go back up this way to start with. See if there's anything back this way. I just want to put the terrible things that are still back there behind me. I'm not going back. Okay. There's probably a point where we do have to go back that way. Right. Anything up here? No. Since I'm down here. Okay, still blocked. Far too small for me. You got into a gap under the bed that was smaller than that. Oh. Game logic. Fountain. Looks quite antique. Okay. Oh, I missed one of the pots. And there was nothing in it. Okay. Hinge is rusted. Trials of Might can't open this door. Okay. Anything more in here? I don't think there is. Okay. Hey, don't tell me I'm going to get stumped right at this point. I'm barely an hour into the game. Same as before. I'll just check from the other side, yes. I've clearly missed something. Clearly I've missed something. Someone's gardening the place, yes. No interaction there. Wonder, can you barge through the doors? Oh, I missed the door completely. That's it. I thought for a minute she wasn't going to close the door. Right, so this door was locked from the other side. Okay. And there was nothing else back this way. Oh, nothing inside. Okay. But yeah, not going to have a look at the blood again. So this door is locked from the other side. Doesn't seem to be anything I've missed in here. Nothing seems pushable. Yeah. Wrong button. Let's try down here again. Oh, I left that one open. Okay, there's just the typewriter, which there doesn't appear to be any real use. Birdcage. Birdcage? Looks like the remaining husk of a bird in the cage. Oh dear. Right, so one other room to... Yeah, I think the typewriter will be useful at some point later on, just not yet, because there's been nothing to indicate its use. Aside from you can type things into it. Used for refining. What kind of equipment is this? Looks old. So it's taken painstaking good care of it. A slot-shaped hole in its chest, which is intended for something. Strange mark. There is something about it that makes me feel uncomfortable. Okay, I think I might as well just try using random things that I've got. Can't use it here. Okay. I can throw the doll about. I can't pick the doll back up again, so I've broken it. Hang on, is that another book on the corner? No. Okay. Right, oh, there was another medallion symbol on the other side. Strange mark, something uncomfortable about it. Okay. Let's can't use that here either. Right, I can't push that any further. Nothing unusual. Okay. Right, well, only thing I can guess to do is try typing in some random stuff into the typewriter. A plate pressing machine. Oh! Plate pressing machine. Hang on a minute. Right. Okay. An Emmet plate key. Okay. Yeah, I have this instinct to assume that things that I find are not going to be immediately useful. Sometimes it might work against me. Okay. Oh! Got there. Okay, now it's facing the wall. Whatever mechanism moved, it seems to have run its course. I think it's here to stay. Okay. Okay, nothing there. Okay, some kind of engine. Why do the stairs stop halfway? Yeah, that's a very good question. So the only direction I can go is this ladder. Ah, yeah, she's not an action hero, which means she's not going to slide down. It's amazing how much crawling effect there is on the screen. As I say, it doesn't seem to be as visible on OBS. Some more magnesia. What's this here? It's like an old well or something. The opening has been sealed up with a wooden board. Okay. Right, so there's two ways to go. One of them's going to be locked. Actually, one thing I'm going to try first. There's a shiny thing on top of that doorway. I doubt it, but I'm going to see if she's willing to jump. Nope, she's just gone for the ladder. Actually, I went right into the corner to interact to see if she'd do it, but no. So there's going to be a question of how the heck do you get that item? Locked from the other side? Need to find a key if I'm going to get through this door. Okay. We need a key. I'd like to find the dog this evening. I have a feeling I'm going to need to run out of here. Okay, why is there a street lamp indoors? Right, can't interact with those. So we have a door here, and I'm guessing another door up this way. Oh, it's a portcullis. Let me guess, is that the entrance? Gates closed, there's no way through. I'm going to find another way. Or find someone strong enough that can lift it. And I'm actually looking at some of those bits at the bottom. She could potentially squeeze through that. I can hear music. Oh, crouch evasion. In difference to evasion points, you can avoid enemies by pressing the L button near a shadow. So if an enemy is nearby while you're crouching, the camera will change to a first-person perspective so you can watch the enemy as they search around. Utilise this ability if the enemy is chasing you and you happen upon a nearby shadow. Okay. Right. Okay. So the only way I can go is through this door. Very linear currently. I'm hoping it'll open up. I say that just to open up a door. I knew I could hear music. That is a very ominous camera angle. Because there's someone sitting in that chair. What's this? Some more chamomile. Where is that music coming from? A wealth of information right before your fingertips. A lot of books seem to be on the subject of music. Okay. Right. Let's do it. Let's take the key.
Ah, Fiona. I see you finally awakened. There's something that I've wanted to show you for quite some time. Pull away that sheet behind you.
I don't like where this is going. That's a dead body under there. And it looks pregnant.
Beautiful, isn't it?
That,
my dear, is what you will become in the future. Go ahead. You may touch it. You will be mine, Fiona.
Why do I get the feeling that's Matt Mercer? Garden key. Okay. Right. I'm going to go find out. I want to know, is that Matt Mercer? No. No, Matt Mercer is not listed. I recognise Robert Atkin Downs. I don't recognise any of the others. But a small deviation there. Yeah, it honestly sounded a bit like Matt Mercer to me. Right. Oh. Close the door, because I am a good Samaritan. And there was a door up here I left open because I thought I was going to need to run. Right, so I think this here was where it said I needed the key. Now, will the game automatically use the key? It's locked. Okay, right. So, garden key. Oh, that's one of those luminescents. Luminescents are tiny creatures that feverishly pursue Fiona once they've caught wind of her. When a luminescent makes contact with Fiona, it not only puts her in a state of panic, but also ruptures, producing a sound that attracts unwanted attention of nearby enemies. Oh, great! Oh, how wonderful that is! Luminescents do fade over time, but the most effective way to rid yourself of these troublesome creatures is to reach a neighbouring area and close the door. Doing this cuts off luminescent sensing ability and stops it dead in their tracks. Okay. Okay, that was easy enough. Okay, that's a save point. So, what does this open? Right, so that clearly doesn't stay open for long enough. It needs something permanently there. There's no knob. Is that what she said? Now what do I do? There's a handle at the top that looks like it's above a image of a person. Wait, there's a hook there. Maybe if I attach something to it, I could use that in place of a knob. Well, there's a comment that could definitely be that's what she said. I could use that in place of a doorknob. Oh, that is so inappropriate. Right, I don't have anything in my inventory that could potentially be used. It'd probably turn up in the specials. Right, I still have no map. Ooh. Locked? No. Oh, it's another kitchen-like area. I'm actually looking at the time here, and I'm thinking that save that I did just there is probably a good place to stop it. I was hoping we'd find the dog. So my expectation that we'd get past the point that I got to originally, not so much. Should do it next week. I believe this game is about 8, maybe 9 hours long in total. So hopefully this will take us through the whole of October. But, yeah, it's definitely as creepy as I remember it. There's still some things yet to happen. I think the chases get a lot more dangerous as well. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one to play through because, as I say, I never got particularly far with this one back in the day. I was picking up PS2 games left, right, and centre. There was a game store not far from where I lived at the time, which they had a deal on for a whole variety of games, which was two games for £30 or 3 games for £40. And quite often I'd find 2 games I wanted that were in there in that deal, and I thought, you know what, let's just see if I can find a third one. And I think this was one of those. Another one that I just found completely randomly on that was Shin Megami Tensei, Lucifer's Call, as it was called in Europe. It was called Nocturne in America, and it was numbered 3 in Japan, and that was my introduction to that series. That's another one I never finished. I got soft locked towards the end of the game. I'd teleported to an area and I'd saved over my previous save, as we all do. And literally that area just goes out to a boss fight that was impossible for me to beat, and there was nowhere to go back. and that was after 25 hours, maybe more, because that is a big game. I don't think I'd be able to stream that. I'm thinking of getting the HD remake, but I'm not sure. But yeah, that was a a big game. Yeah, it's one of the reasons why at the time I started making multiple saves. Because for some games, I actually do multiple. I could probably do that with this as well. Just cycle through, say, 4 saves, just in case one gets corrupted. Because I had that happen to me before. But anyway, before we leave, let's see. Is there anyone worth raiding? Hmm. Now, there's nobody online I particularly want to raid at the moment. I said I wanted to do more raids, but maybe I should just follow more people. Well, that doesn't necessarily help. I don't think anyone has a suggestion for who I could raid. I mean, there is one person. I mean, RT Game is currently streaming Detective Pikachu, but he's got like 2,500 people watching right now, and I don't exactly want to turn up with like 1 or 2 people. It just feels like a recipe for being ridiculed, which I don't particularly want to do. So, yes, that is going to mark the end of this week's stream. I'm pleased with the fact I managed to beat Heavenly Sword. That boss fight turned out to not be quite as challenging once I got the hang of parrying some of the attacks. I didn't manage to parry all of them. There were some that I just couldn't seem to get to do regularly, which was just plain annoying. Yeah, saw the ending, and to be honest, I think that game deserves a remake, a proper remake, because it clearly felt like a game that needed more time, but they pushed it out to get it as a release title for the PS3, which was unfortunate, because I think if they'd had more time, they could have made a much better game with a more cohesive story. And those 2 animated shorts, they really should have been a part of the game. They should have been something to give a bit of backstory to stuff. What we got in the main story wasn't really enough to explain everything. And this has started off mysterious. We have no idea what's going on. There's the hint of a car crash, and Fiona remembers being in the car, and then she wakes up here. And yeah, technically we're not supposed to know names yet. Like the guy who was playing the piano, we don't know his name. Debilitas. The only reason we know his name is because we picked up the doll. So it hasn't actually been said. I know there's a cutscene coming up, but not far from here, where his name is actually said. So that we should see next week. So yeah, the VODs will be up Sunday for Heavenly Sword, and then Tuesday for Haunting Ground. And then we'll be back on Friday next week, 7 p.m. GMT, as per my usual thing. Outside of that, yes, we are basically finished. Loads of links below, both on Twitch right this moment and also on YouTube, where the VOD is. So, yeah, I need to remember to do the that close-up that I mentioned of the box that had like the pink pixel in it, just to see if it's even visible. I'm not sure if it will be on the recording, but anyway, I am rambling. It's 9:45. I would like to get some sleep tonight. I know there are plenty of people out there who go, no, stay up late, but trust me, it's not a good idea for me to do that. I'll end up lying in and then have a raging headache all day, and that's without having any alcohol whatsoever. But anyway, yes, I'm rambling. I've said that already. So yes, thank you to everyone who has been for this ride. It feels shorter, weirdly. It feels like a shorter stream than normal. Probably because I changed game partway through. But yes, thank you to everyone who's dropped by. Thank you to everyone who has commented along. And yes, have a good weekend. Have a good week. And I shall see you again soon. Bye.